Hi, I'm Dimity Sky. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today for this Feel Good flow. This flow is going to stretch and strengthen your entire body. It will get the endorphins pumping and leave you feeling in a good mood. You won't need any props for this flow. However, I recommend having a set of blocks handy if you have some. Also, it can be nice to have a bolster or a blanket, something that you can elevate your hips up on for the little bit of breathing that we do at the start of the class. Other than that, all you'll need is yourself in some comfy clothes, a mat if you have one, or just some space on the floor. Get ready, and I'll see you soon. We'll start class today in a comfortable seated position. If you have a bolster or a cushion, even a blanket or something that you can prop yourself up on, then that might be nice. It's always nice to elevate the hips up higher than the knees. And you can take any mudra that you'd like with the hands. I'm going to take Jnana mudra, thumb and index fingers gently touching, other three fingers facing upwards. We won't be here for too long, just taking some time to bring our mind home to our body and focus on our breath. Shut down your eyes or keep them open, softly gazing somewhere in front. And bring all of your attention onto your breath. Feeling your breath rise up from your belly, into your ribs, into your chest. Exhale. Again, deep breath in, all the way up. And all the way down. Following your breath all the way up from your belly, into your ribs, into your chest, following it all the way down, becoming fascinated by the movement of the air flowing up and down. Couple more here. If the mind wanders, just bring your attention back to your breath. So important that we learn to harness our attention. One more deep breath in. Gentle exhale out through the mouth. Place one hand on your belly, the other hand on your heart. And just take a moment to feel gratitude for your body, for your life, for this moment. Cultivate a smile. Start to smile as you breathe in. Again, gentle exhale out through the mouth. And just take a moment to consider 3 things that you're grateful for. We have so much to be grateful for. Just 3 things, the first 3 things that come up in your mind, on your heart. Again, smile, breathe in. Gentle exhale out through the mouth. Bring your hands into Anjali Mudra and take a bow to honor yourself, to honor the practice, and to honor each other. Open up the eyes. And take your right hand, bring it behind you, left hand to the outside of the left thigh, gaze behind. Inhale back to center and exhale for the other side. Inhale back to center. Take your right hand, left side of head, gently press away. And you can shut down your eyes here if you like. Open and close the mouth, scrunch your nose, purse your lips. Just make any sort of movements that feel good. And then keeping your right hand where it is, gently tilt your head up and take your left arm, bring it over. Then stretch out your tricep, also your trapezius. Keeping your breath long and slow. And take it to the other side. Left hand, right side of head, gently press away. You can move the head around. Open and close your mouth. And keeping your left hand where it is, gently prop the head up and right hand, left elbow, stretch. Such an honor it is to move our body in this way. It's so important to keep our sense of gratitude alive. And slowly release and come on over onto your hands and knees. You might like to move your props aside, and if you're using blocks, you can place them to the side, maybe to either side of your mat. Bring a blanket underneath your knees if you have any sort of knee sensitivity, and hands directly underneath your shoulders, knees directly underneath your hips. If you like, you can bring the hands to face inwards towards the knees. Inhale as you gaze up. Exhale, tuck your toes as you round your spine. Again, untuck, inhale, gaze up. Exhale, round. Again, untuck, inhale, gaze up. Exhale, round. 2 more, untuck, inhale. Exhale. 1 more, untuck, inhale. And exhale. And then bring yourself back to a neutral spine. Turn the hands back around if you have them facing in. Bring your knees out slightly wider than tabletop, than hip width. Inhale your right arm up. Exhale, thread it through over to the left. Again, inhale, sweep arm up. Reach up. Exhale as you thread it through. Stay right here, or left hand can come behind the back. Open up through the chest. Plant your left hand. Sweep your right arm all the way up. And exhale, plant the hand straight to the other side. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, thread it through. Again, inhale up. Exhale, thread it through. And stay right here, or right arm comes behind the back. Open up. One more cycle of breath. Now plant your right hand, sweep your left arm all the way up. And exhale, plant your hand, and then bring your knees out even wider, about mat width apart. Big toes to touch. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bring your buttocks down and walk your hands forward. Now more flexible, your chin will be down, otherwise forehead down on the mat is fine. Whatever feels comfortable. And just take some deep breaths here. Feeling the breath rise up and down. And just take a moment to check in with your hips and pelvis. See if you're holding on to any tension in those areas. See if you can relax even more. And then slowly gaze forward and roll yourself forward, coming onto your tummy. Bring your hands to face forward, and your feet are about hip width apart. The tops of your feet press down into the mat. And from here, feel for pulling your chest forward and your arms back, coming into your cobra position. So really active, actively pulling the chest forward, actively pulling your arms back. And slowly release, and then bring your hands outside of the mat, prop on up onto your fingertips, and start to move up and down, making some undulating, oscillating movements with the spine. Inhale up, exhale down. Move with your breath. Your head is relaxed. Stretching out through your front side of the body, through your abdominal muscles. Strengthening, stretching out your spine, but also gently massaging your abdominal organs. One more up and one more down, and then bring your feet up and together off the mat, and your arms behind you, clasp a hold of your hands. Inhale. And exhale as you pull your arms back, reach the crown of your head forward for your locust pose. Not going for height, you're going for length. Actively reaching crown forward, reaching feet back for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release, tuck toes, plant hands, press up and back. Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. And then just walk your feet out and move your hips from side to side, bend your knees. Just make any sort of movements that feel good. Keep breathing long and slow and deep. And pause. Raise your right leg up, bend the knee, open the hip, circle the hip around, nice big circles. And straighten your leg, flex your toes. Exhale, bring knee into nose, round your spine, hold here, step foot in between hands, lower back knee down, inhale, sweep hands up. Exhale, open up through the chest. And then bring the arms behind you, clasp your hands, and feel for pulling the chest forward and the arms back. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands, plant your hands, and straighten your front leg, flex your toes in, relax your head and neck. Plant your front foot, plant your hands, press up and back, Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Raise your left leg up, bend the knee, open the hip, circle the hip around. Now straighten your leg, flex your toes. Exhale, bring knee into nose, round your spine, holds, and step foot in between hands, lower back knee down. Inhale, sweep hands up. Exhale, open up through your chest, and then bring the arms behind you, clasp your hands, and feel for drawing your chest forward and the arms back. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Release your hands, straighten your front leg and flex your toes in. Relax your head and neck. One more breath here. Then plant your foot, plant your hands, step it up and back into your downward facing dog. Raise your right leg up, flex your toes, spin right hip point down. Exhale, bring foot to the right corner of your mat, so both hands are to the inside. And then raise your right arm up for a twist. Hold, pressing down and reaching up, same time, for 3, 2, and 1. Gaze down and bring both hands back to the inside, and then pivot on over to the back of your mat and just start to move your hips from side to side. Now I'm just going to turn around so that I'm facing you. We continue moving side to side, and as your body starts to release, you can come all the way down, start to get a little deeper. Take a couple more here. One more to the back. One more to the front. And again. back. And from the back, you're going to pivot, surround your front foot. I'll pivot around to face the right direction and step it up and back, downward facing dog. Raise your left leg up. Flex your toes, spin left hip point down. Exhale, bring left foot to the left corner of the mat, both hands to the inside. Raise your left arm up. Hold here, press down, reach up, same time. Getting that twisting motion through the spine. And then look down, plant both hands to the inside of your left foot, and again, start to move backwards and forth. See if you can go a little deeper this time. Continue to breathe deeply. We store so much emotional energy and tension in the hips. It's really important that we have some time to stretch them out. All right, take it to the back. And then pivot, windmill those hands, surround that front foot, step it back, and up, downward facing dog. Now, lower your knees down and clasp your hands. You're going to come into a dolphin pose. So essentially it's a down dog on your forearms. So press on up and then see if you can walk your feet in towards the elbows. See if you can descend the heels down into the mat. Now, if you can, do your best, raise your right leg up. Point through your toes. Spin your right hip point down, hold for one-legged dolphin for 3, 2, and 1. Place the foot down, left side, raise left leg up, point through the toes, spin your left hip point down, hold for 3, 2, and 1. Both feet down, see if you can walk the feet in just a little closer, hold for 3, 2, and 1. And then walk the feet back a little. Come on down onto your knees. Then back up into a tabletop position. Extend your right leg. Extend your left arm. Reach through arm and leg. Bring elbow and knee in to meet each other. Inhale. Exhale, extend for 3. For 2. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, 1, reach. And then reach around, grab a hold of that back ankle. Stay right here or kick the foot into the hand for tiger pose. Keeping your gaze steady, forward. Hold for 3. Stay for 2. And 1. Now release that foot and cross it all the way over the left. Walk your hands forward just a little and start to shift your hips forwards and backwards. Inhale back, exhale forward. Inhale back, exhale forward. Should feel a nice stretch and release through the outer glutes. Make sure you use blankets underneath your knees if you need to. Couple more here, back and forward. 1 more back. And 1 more forward. And release the leg over to the right. Walk your hands back. And walk your left hand. I'm going to pivot so you can see me. Left hand in line with the left leg. Reach your right arm over. Hold right here, or if you can, reach around, grab a hold of that back leg and pull it on in. Holding for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. And come on back. Now just come up and swing the arms. Just going to give the wrist a rest for a moment. Swinging the arms around. And pause here. Take your right hand, gently pull the fingers back down behind you. And then gently press on top of the hand. Take it to the other side, gently pull your left fingers back down behind you. And gently press down on top of the hand. And release. Place both hands down. Extend your left leg. Extend your right arm. Reach. Elbow, knee in. And extend for 3. For 2. 1. Reach. Now, see if you can reach around, catch a hold of your back ankle. Stay right here, or gentle kick up. For tiger pose, holds. For 3. 2. And 1. Cross that left leg all the way over the right. Walk your hands forward. Start to shift the hips backwards and forwards. Inhale back. And exhale forward. Inhale back. And exhale forward. Just a few more here. Let's go 2 more. Making those movements as big or as small as feels good. 1 more. Inhale back. And exhale forward. And then walk your hands back. Uncross the legs. Take your left leg over to the left. And then walk your right hand so it's in line with your right leg, but out about 1/2 meter. Reach your left arm over. And stay right here, or reach around, catch a hold of that back leg and pull it on in. Hold for 3. Stay for 2. And 1. Now slowly release and come back. Now press on up and back into downward facing dog. From here, you're going to step your right foot in between the hands, come up into a low lunge, untuck your back toes. Inhale as you sweep hands up, and right hand to the outside of right knee, hook left elbow, hands in prayer, shoulders back and down, gaze behind. Hold here. If you want to take it up a level, you'll gaze down, tuck your back toes, lift that back knee up. You can stay right here or open the arms. Gaze down or to the side if you can, maybe even up. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands back together, gaze down, lower the back knee, release your foot. Now, those back toes tucked, you're going to lift yourself up into a Dandasana. Now here's where it might be handy to use blocks. If you want to use blocks, you can. The crown of the head reaches forward, shoulder blades reach back. Now I want you to see if you can bring that back leg all the way through. As you extend your arms up, the leg is straight. Now maybe that leg just hovers off the mat, and that's fine. If you can, bring it all the way up, maybe hit hip height. Careful not to tip back. You want to use your core strength here. Now flex your foot, sit it on top of the left. I'm going to pivot so that you can see me. Hands in prayer, inhale, exhale as you fold. Hold, chest is open. Then maybe you can bring your arms behind you, clasp your hands in Kali Mudra, pistol grip. Every finger interlaced except middle and index. Hold for 3. Stay for 2. And 1. Now can you transition the way you came? So you're going to bring that leg up, bring your arms up. I'm going to pivot again. And then very slowly, mindfully, step yourself back into a plank. Press on back, downward facing dog. Step your left foot in between your hands, lower the back knee down, untuck your back toes. Inhale, sweep hands up. Left hand to the outside of left thigh. Hook right elbow, hands in prayer, shoulders back and down, gaze behind. Now you can stay right here or gaze down, tuck back toes, lift back right knee up, holds. You can stay right here or open the arms for the flyaway. Keep your gaze down or to the side, even up for a challenge. For 3, stay for 2. And 1, arms back together, gaze down, lower back knee down, release your hands and then press on up into your Dandasana. Use blocks underneath the hands if you like. That back leg is straight, your toes are pointed. Crown of head reaches forward, belly is in. Now take that back leg, see if you can bring it all the way through. Extend your arms up. Bring that leg as high as you can without tipping back. Hold. Core engaged. Now flex your foot. Sit the foot over the top of the left. Hands in prayer, Galavasana. Sit it down. Keep your gaze steady. Now you'll stay right here or bring the arms behind you in Kali Mudra. Hold for 3. Stay for 2. And 1. See if you can transition the way that you came. So inhale, sweep hands up, knee comes up, and then exhale. Step it back into your plank and press on back into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in here and a deep breath out. Then step your right foot in between your hands, pivot on your back foot, open up, Virabhadrasana 2. I'm going to pivot so that you can see me. Reach forward and back same time. Now we'll take the pericardium stretch. So the pericardium is the lining across your heart. So we're going to stretch out our heart in a sense. So what you're going to do is keep your hands out in Warrior 2 position, but bring your arms, your hands up. And then feel for pushing forward and pushing back. So really active here. 1 more push forward, 1 more push back. Then bring your hands back. Take your back hand, bring it behind, around to the front thigh if you can. Flip front palm. Inhale, reverse. Hold. Keeping that back hand where it is, you're going to bring your hand, your elbow, right elbow to the right inner knee, right top of thigh, sorry, and then relax your head, relax your neck for your supported warrior. Just let your head go here, let it go, let it go. Open and close your mouth, scrunch your nose, purse your lips. Just really letting that neck go, letting your head go. Let it all go, all your worries go. And then slowly release. Release those arms back out into your Warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, heel toe back foot in, just a little. Left hand to the back of the left thigh, flip front palm, inhale, reverse Trikonasana, reverse triangle. And exhale for full triangle. Tilt your left hip back, reach your right arm forward, grab a hold around the shin, the ankle, or to the pinky toe side, the outside of the foot. As you reach up, keep your gaze steady, hold for 3, stay for 2, and 1. Now gaze down, both hands to the inside of your front foot, heel toe front foot over. I'm going to pivot again. So I'm in the right direction, and then lower your back knee down, untuck your back toes. Plant your left hand, take your right arm, bring it around the back, open, stay right here, or catch that back foot, pull it on in. Take some deep breaths here. Keep your gaze steady. Hold for 3. Stay for 2. And 1, and then slowly release. You're now going to heel toe that front foot over to the left. Sit it down for your pigeon pose. For your pigeon, more flexible, that foot will be in a right angle across the front of the mat. You can also bring the foot more in towards the groin. And that back leg, more flexible, will be straight, otherwise you can bend the leg. So you've got a few different variations. If your right hip is up, then you can place a blanket or something underneath it to balance out the hips out. So ultimately you want your hips square, facing forward. And then if it feels comfortable, start to lower your elbows down, your chest down. And we'll take some deep breaths here. Keep all of your attention on your breath. And deep breaths. Take one more deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And then very slowly release. Plant your hands, tuck your toes, send yourself up and back. Downward facing dog. Step your left foot in between your hands. Pivot on your back foot. Virabhadrasana. 2, warrior 2. Find your alignment, front heel and back arch. Reach forward and back, same time. Pericardium stretch. So just bring your hands up and press away. Press forward, press backwards. Feel that stretch all across your heart space. One more forwards, one more backwards. Now back to your warrior 2. Take that back hand, bring it around the back, flip front palm, inhale, reverse. Keep that front knee down. Exhale for your supported warrior. Rest left elbow on left knee and relax your head. Relax your head, relax your neck. Let it all go. Lift your front toes, so no toe gripping with your front toes. Move your head around. Relax, relax. And slowly release. Come back into your Virabhadrasana 2. Straighten your front leg. Heel toe that back foot in just a little. Back hand to the back of your leg. Flip front palm. Inhale. Reverse triangle. And exhale for full Trikonasana. Tilt your right hip back. Reach your left arm forward. Grab a hold around the shin, the ankle, or to the pinky toe side of the foot as you reach up. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. Gaze down, both hands to the inside of your left foot. Heel toe left foot over. Sit yourself down. Plant your right hand. Reach left arm back and behind you. Stay right here or catch that back foot. Pull it on in. Hold. One more breath in. And a breath out. And slowly release. Now, heel toe, that left foot over to the left, to the right, sorry. Sit it on down. Set yourself up for your pigeon pose. So take the same variation that you took on the other side. If it feels comfortable, you can bring your forearms down, bring your chest down. Take some deep breaths. One more deep breath in. Hold as you exhale. And slowly release. Press on up. Tuck your toes. Plant your hands. Press up and back. Downward facing dog. Now do a little hop through or just bring yourself down. And come all the way down onto your back. Walk your feet in so your knees are bent. You should just be able to tap your heels with your fingers. And engage Mula and Uddiyana Bandha, so a gentle toning of the pelvic floor. Feel for everything pulling up and then back. So pull your navel in towards your spine, whilst also pulling everything up. And then keeping all of that gentle toning of the pelvic floor, slowly begin to roll on up and down. And up and down. Again, up, use your heels, lift your toes, and down, and up, and down. Last one, up. And then clasp your hands, shimmy your shoulders underneath. Lift your hips up nice and high for your bridge pose. Hold here for 3. Stay for 2. And 1, and then release your hands, lower on down. Now you're either going to press up once more into your bridge, or if it's in your practice, you can come up into your wheel pose, so you just rotate your hands. So either bridge or wheel, your choice. Inhale. Exhale. Hold. Internally rotate your thighs, so you roll your thighs inwards. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then very slowly release. Nice and slow. Come all the way down. And then take active rest. So you're going to bring your knees in, your feet out. Bring your arms by your side. Just take a moment for that energy to settle. Deep breath in and out. And then change the legs. So you're going to come into a supine Baddha Konasana, a lying butterfly pose. Soles of the feet together. You can let the knees splay out. You can also place blocks underneath the knees here if this is too much for the hips, but we won't be here for long. One more deep breath in and out. And then use your hands to bring the legs back together. And then you can hug your knees in, slowly roll from side to side. And take a happy baby pose. So bring the legs up, grab a hold of the insides or the outsides of the feet, even around the ankles is fine. Take some deep breaths here. One more deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And then bring the legs together, extend the legs up, and you can stay right here for your Viparita Karani. If you're staying here, I'd recommend a bolster or a block or something to elevate your hips up. And just holding, letting all of that fresh blood, that fresh fluid flow down into the upper parts of the body. Or you can lift yourself up, coming into a shoulder stand. So you just grab a hold of the flesh, just below the ribcage or above the buttocks. And take some deep breaths here. Make sure you're not moving your head left or right. Keep your neck steady. And then when you feel ready, if you feel ready, you can slowly begin to bring your legs overhead. And take some deep breaths here. If you feel comfortable, then you can clasp your hands, bring them behind you, or even use your hands on the back, on your back, to give yourself a gentle assist. Take some deep breaths here. Feel free to slowly begin to bend your knees. I'm not going to go too deep into it because I'm aware of my microphone, but just find what feels good here for you. And very slowly, one vertebrae at a time, you can release. Nice and slow. And extend your left leg, keep your right leg up, and then grab a hold, so above or below the right knee joint. You can use a strap here if you like. More flexible, you can grab a hold around the toes. And then bend into your right knee. Right knee comes over to the left for a twist. Inhale back to center. Straighten your left leg. Grab a hold above or below the left knee joint. Use a strap if you need. Take some deep breaths here. And then bend into your left knee. Left knee comes over to the right. Stretch out through that left arm. Slowly release, and from here, make any other final adjustments, or you can set yourself up for your Shavasana. Use whatever props you'd like to use for your Shavasana. I'm going to bring a bolster underneath my knees. And just allow yourself these few moments to completely relax, let your practice integrate. And bring all of your attention onto your breath. Feel a sense of lightness and spaciousness in your body and in your mind as you relax completely into the earth. If the mind wanders, just bring your attention back to your breath. Cultivate your inner joy by smiling as you breathe in, smiling as you breathe out. Maybe you'd like to bring to mind those items that came to you at the start of class that you're grateful for. We have so much to be grateful for. The very breath in our lungs is more than enough to be grateful for. Take a deep breath in, smile. Smile as you breathe out. And you can stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. This is where I leave you. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. And I look forward to practicing with you again soon.